Take feedback from reality, not society. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what do we got going on with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Sliding back, right? Man, what's that all about? It's people saying this could be some sort of conspiracy since we're getting news like Tesla's not taking Bitcoin for cars, Binance being investigated, Square saying they're not buying any more Bitcoin. I'm just Eugene Forrest out here in the woods, so don't take anything I say as financial advice. But it's May, right? It's May 15th. It's been 1 year since the halvening. And it's been a bull market ever since. Stock to flow says $250,000 for a Bitcoin, and we're only halfway there. Time-wise. It's 5x from where we're at. I don't think this is the end. Okay. Could we see retracement? Could we see the 5, 10, 15% dip stuff that happens? People pointing at like, I don't even know what the numbers were. We have our beautiful co-host Sammy over here on the sidelines.
Good evening, everyone.
What were those numbers people were talking about Bitcoin getting down to?
Oh, well, God, was it, what's his face? Crypto Zombie, I think, was saying like 42.
So where
40,
we're at now?
40 or something, like it was some, retracement, something. We're at 47, 47.2.
So what, we got another 5,000 that we could slide down that people say anticipate that it could still be safe. I don't know if technical analysis is anything more than the self-fulfilling prophecy that we keep seeing, but we all have a future, right? And we have to work harder now, save something for later. How are you going to do it, right? Are you going to do it with the stock market? You're going to stick cash under the mattress? Are you going to buy like some multi-million-dollar home and work your entire life to pay it off to then turn around and sell it?
Or, I guess you could do like the apartment complexes or like, condos.
There's a lot of things, right? Me and Sam, we're back in Bitcoin. Dollar cost averaging. I don't know what the top's going to be, right? I don't know where the bottom's going to be. I know that it's hard to save money because when a dollar gets to be too big of a number in a bank account, I start thinking about lots of things I don't have that I could have that'd make my life easier. But I know in the beginning it was a lot easier when I got a paycheck every other Friday to say, okay, I'm going to buy $60, $100, whatever in Bitcoin.
Yep. There were weeks that both of us at different jobs worked overtime to be able to dollar cost average more. Like literally, the goal was we both need to be able to like throw in 150. And that was ridiculous money at that time. It
worked out well for us.
Yeah.
But we can't say that that's going to work out because who knows where the market's going to go. The concept is that if you need to save or for your savings, Bitcoin is going to help you have a better fiat value if the time you need to take it out is before we can change the world, right? Because still the revolution is in play. It hasn't gone anywhere. We still want it to happen.
Still looks like it's gonna happen.
But I can see where, hey, somebody that got in, 10 years ago that at $60,000 when we got up there, if we start heading back there, I can see wanting to take profits. That is life-changing money. And it's not really about money, right? More money, more problems. I want money because I want to be able to go travel the world with Samantha and not have to worry about food and sleeping and medicine and all of that kind of stuff, right?
Yes, like whatever thing.
Trains, planes,
yes.
Car rental.
It's just, yes. We in elementary school got told that there was no Social Security for us. You know what I mean? That there is no nothing. And sadly, the way we work, we never had jobs that really had retirement plans and 401ks. So I mean, this is our thing. This is how we're gonna do it. I mean, hopefully. All right, the pothead is here. He says Elon is a scammer. Okay, so I don't know what the fuck that man's got going on anymore. Like, for real. I'm verging almost on a mental, illness. Like, who was it? Kanye West? Didn't he, go and, go all retardified, and that's now why, Kim is not... Yeah, see, so I'm thinking possibly off the deep end. But yeah. Mm-hmm. Mike is also here.
Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Buddy, I'm glad that you could join us.
Oh, and Zaza is here.
Zaza, my man, I appreciate you coming out here. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why 4% is enough to get anybody worried. I think that when we went from a last high of $20,000 and we're still looking at 47,000, we're doing quite well. Yeah, we got some bad news. Whether or not it's orchestrated to pull the price a bit, who knows? Conspiracy theories are a dime a dozen around here in the Bitcoin space.
That it is. Just ask Chico Crypto? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, some of the better things that I seen in the last couple of days was the nightly news on NBC with Lester.
Oh, yes, Lester.
He mentioned Bitcoin and talked about how scams are up.
Yes,
and that the medium is about $1,900 for the average individual to lose in a scam. Then citing that a majority of it is fraudulent sites and Elon Musk scams. So,
I mean, and then they literally had a snippet of some interview they did with some couple that literally lost money on Facebook, on a Facebook scam. It was, invest $500. And then, I mean, in the end, they were saying that, they had to give up more money to withdraw the money that they got or mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's so hard for me to fathom. It is so hard for me to fathom. It's happening everywhere, all the time.
I mean, I guess the difference is that when the story that you tell yourself is that you are capable of finding the gem, right? That you got some powers to be able to get out there on Google and find a magical internet website on the clear internet that's going to make you a massive investment by giving them your money. And you found it. You're that special.
I know every time I tell myself I'm a genius, that is usually the dumbest thing I am about to do. Okay? Just ask yourself. I
don't know. I guess I never thought that I was going to take my money and give it to somebody else and they were going to make me money. Now, I mean, I do see that. I mean, I was allured to the cryptocurrency space thinking that it was like stocks at first and that you were supposed to buy them and sell them when they got high. And a lot of people see that. But that's a full-time job that's very stressful, right? Especially in a cryptocurrency market that doesn't sleep, especially when you're trying to bid on the lower cap altcoins. I mean, we still have everybody in the cryptocurrency space going around with the same exact rigmarole of saying, bet on altcoins, take profit, put in Bitcoin. I mean, that's a lot. You still got to have skills. It's a lot easier to just dollar cost average. And it doesn't have to be a lot. I mean, most of us, if you really want to look at how long life expectancy is, we got a while. So, I mean, that's $5 a day, right? What's that extra meal worth?
I mean,
have toast with your coffee, skip going out for breakfast. It could make the difference.
Oh, how about I had Dunkin' Donuts?
She did have Dunkin' Donuts.
That shit's amazing. I had some avocado toast bacon mess Yes, and I don't even know, some frozen coffee that was so. Yeah, I get why people like it, kind of, but I mean, it was a lot. It was a lot. Like I got a small, and we shared the small. Okay, like the small frozenness was a lot. So I don't know. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. I know that waste.
Beaky gets
Oh
it.
yeah, Beaky does get it. You would be a Dunkin' Donut like bird. I got you. I mean, everyone is wasteful in this world, and that, I mean, it's really easy if you try to refocus and dollar cost average. I mean, like there's something you can cut out. There's something that you can whatever.
I don't know. It just sucks that it seems like the older I get, it's 7 out of 10 people are stupid, and there's no helping them, right? And unfortunately, not being one of the 7 means I got to live in a world with them, and that sucks even more for me, right? Because if you're one of the 7, it's half designed for you.
I still don't get reality television. Like, I mean, I didn't know the world, okay? I've none of, so I don't know. I don't know. All right, do we have news? Do we have things?
Well, it's the same 3 topics that I mentioned in the beginning that everybody's talking about, saying that it could be what's suppressing the price, or what, some big institutional investor missed the boat and they're trying to pull back the price of Bitcoin. That it looked like we've been consolidating for a while, and then all of a sudden, Tesla kicks it off with saying that they're not going to be accepting Bitcoin for the sale of cars, right? And citing economical reasons.
I mean, for the love of God, it was like a week or 2. That was it. That they were accepting Bitcoin or something. It was not very long.
So
Whatever.
But it seems stupid, right? And since it seems stupid, it leads you to believe that once again, this is Elon Musk trying to manipulate the market.
Yeah, just like him saying that, like how its mind is. I don't know.
So then we also have Binance getting investigated.
Yeah, no, I don't know about the Asian invasionness. That's gonna.
Well, we heard about them stopping withdrawals.
Yes.
It's the same thing that we talked about for a long time, right? Trace Mayers with his proof of keys, not your keys, not your coins. That's the same thing that's happening with these people that are getting scammed. I mean, just because they're using what they think is an exchange doesn't mean anything, right? We are trusting Gemini and Kraken and Coinbase.
Yeah.
Because they're in the United States. They're regulated businesses. We know that it's not quite the same as the ones.
Safer? Yes, safer. Just a little.
But they still control it. And we've seen that play out over time with how things went down at Coinbase with the division of Bitcoin Gold, Bitcoin Cash, the introduction of it to the market, the withhold until a later date.
How you never seem to be able to make a sale when, yeah.
Well, I mean, what, now Coinbase is going to be adding Doge just because of the popularity? I mean, we are starting to see these exchanges bend to the whim of demand.
Everybody and their
pumps,
everybody and their mother is like on board for. I mean, I don't know who's patting each other on the back anymore, like for real. But yeah.
I don't know. It's this concept that it's getting the water's getting muddied, right? People are confusing the concept of a digital currency and a pump situation, right? Because they're not caring what it is. They're not caring if it's Moon Safe or if it's Shibu Inu or if it's Dogecoin or if it's Cum Rocket or whatever it is.
Yams. I mean, pineapple, whatever. It doesn't freaking matter.
Right. It's this ideal of buying something for 2 cents and it pumping to $1.50 and you becoming a millionaire because you went and staked $15,000 on it instead of Probably more important things that you should have been doing instead of risking large quantities of money on a top or on a bottom tier altcoin that's anywhere below the top 5. Not that I could even say the top 5 are the greatest.
No, not. I mean, who? Okay, for real, man. The Doge has got me all sorts of sideways. Elon is not helping. I don't even know anymore.
Well, I mean,
it's just ridiculous.
I don't know, because I don't like to
Ridiculous.
say that I know exactly when the top's going to be in. It feels like we have far to go, but it is stuff like this that makes you think, okay, I mean, this is weird. Why is Dogecoin? Why are these meme? But it's just a different flavor of people trying to get rich quick. And this whole space is called the municipal area, right? If you could go online and do something and make money, somehow it's crammed in there with Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, and penny stocks, and right. It's the drawer that everything seems to go in. But we're not talking about everything. So once again, if you got extra money and you think it's buy the dip time, buy the dip for what? What dip? When's the dip? Because everything's a dip in comparison to the $1 million Bitcoin I'm looking to cash out in, let's see, 3 years to the next halving, 4 to the one after that, so 7.
Mike says,
I mean, I won't even be 50.
Yes, Mike, come rocket. Yes. Rocket is not going to get us to retirement, but it is a coin. It is sadly a thing.
And pumping.
I just, for real. I don't even know if it's ironic anymore. I don't know what it is, but
I don't know. I guess it makes the maximalists or the heavy investors in Bitcoin feel like they missed the boat a little bit, right? Because we were watching the BTC dominance drop down to 40%. We're watching Dogecoin heading back up with a Coinbase listing, and it's like you could have been a Doge millionaire for I think it was like $400.
Oh my God! I mean, for real, I had so many.
$400 a few years ago, you could be a millionaire today.
Just stupid. I don't even know anymore.
What did that in 2017? XRP did that in 2017. It went from fractions of a cent, like a tenth or a hundredth of a cent, to like $3 at the peak.
Yeah, I do remember that. I mean, I don't know. All right, where are we at? Zaza says, if you're going to trade, at least use a DEX or an atomic swap. Never custodial exchange. All right, I
get it, because I'm like that too. But that's not necessarily true, because you really got to have, if you're trading and it's not Bitcoin and you're not like long hauling, like you got to have stop losses, right? You got to have
where you don't sleep. I mean, I don't know. Yes, that's high maintenance.
We're not rich, right? We're not millionaires that are playing this market. The concept is to get money. So when they started adding leverage, it did make the ideal of trading become more profitable. You can take $5,000 and pretend that it's $15,000 and use that in a 3x leverage, and it still be considered safe. 3x exists in the regular market.
Yeah.
So it's a way to be able to operate as if you had more money than what you really do.
All right, where are we at? BTC Moon Guy is also here.
BTC Moon Guy, thank you for joining us. Remember, hit the thumbs up, share the video out. Let's see if we can get some more people in the chat. I really want to know what you guys think. I want to know what your questions and thoughts are. We all have heard what the news is. Everyone's trying to suppress the price of Bitcoin. This currency has a place in this world, right? Everybody has started adopting it. We're going to continue to see the need and relevance of it as we continue to see the crumbling of fiat cash, which has been sped up by COVID because of the excessive printing of money that has occurred, right? So as we see what, 4% inflation rate we're looking at this year, as we see 20% more cash floating around out there, as we see everything starting to open back up, and there being employment shortages and states trying to say they don't need federal funding to unemployment to try to get people back to work, as we see everyone starting to offer jobs I seen that were paying $9.50 are now paying $13 an hour.
Half these things you could get paid every day, like day labor crap. How does that work? How do you go to a McDonald's or a Walmart or whatever and get paid that day at the end of the day?
It's automated now. When you clock in and then you clock out, and then it goes to payroll, and payroll's automated, and then you got your little pay card. Day work, day pay. I mean, they kind of keep them coming back somehow.
All right, so where are we at? Okay, so BTC Moon's guy says, I don't care. I've never traded my Bitcoin for a shitcoin. And the pothead says, we're not. And that would have been around the time that you said that we're not all millionaires. That's cool, pothead. That's cool. Let's see, where are we at?
I mean, it always depends on how you look at everything. I mean, I'm not a millionaire in the sense that I can go out there and make other people give me goods and services.
Also, Eugene never, I don't know, it's very Fight Club, but she never talks about money that is not delegated money to something. Like, I mean, dragon hoarding.
Earmark.
Yeah, there we go, that's it. I'm just saying, like, there could be a large sum of money and it doesn't exist until it needs to or whatever. So that would be retirement. I mean, I don't know. Yes. We're all millionaires in some way, right? I guess just the pothead is.
The story and the perspective that you tell yourself can make the biggest of difference, right? If you're going around and you're telling yourself that you need stuff to be happy, you're never going to have any money, because you're constantly going to be going out trying to get stuff and like either put it on your body or put it in your body, however, right?
Yes, whatever's floating your boat.
There's not enough, right? You're trying to fill the void. If you fix you, right, then it's easier to go out, make money, and not need it, right? Air and water are free. Well, what else do you really need? Well, you got to take care of yourself, right? It's easier. Okay, I have lots of brothers, right?
He also has lots of sisters.
I also have lots of sisters. I have lots of brothers and sisters. I have brothers that will wake up in the morning, and before they can even get going, right? Yeah. They gotta have a pack of cigarettes, right? They gotta drink a bunch of coffee. They gotta know that they got some beer in the fridge.
Like, physically, before they move out of the bed, the boxes of these things need to be checked.
So it's just, I mean, when you start off your day and you're already like not even out the door and you've already needed like $30-$40.
Yeah, that's
in addictions, right?
That's not even feeding you. Like, that's nothing else.
You're not going to be, you're not going off and starting your day in a situation of, I'm going to make more money today than I need to make today for myself because I want to put away for the future. Now, in that sense, the money that I'm going to put away, how do I put it away so that it lasts? How do I put it away so that it grows to be more? Well, I mean, if your story is get beer, get cigarettes, go to the club, meet women, you know what I mean? Get big tires on your car, spend a lot of money on frivolous items.
I think the big tire thing would be a Florida.
Clothes, shopping. I've seen a lot of women that go shopping.
Oh, the nails and hair.
I know guys that go shopping quite a bit too.
Oh, yeah. Those ones are the fun ones. Where it's like, like all those jeans look the same. I know you're saying they're not, but they are. I
don't know. There's a space in the middle where it's good enough and didn't cost a fortune. Right? I'm looking to live there. What do we got going on over there in the chat, Samantha?
The bot says, need my trees so I can watch more crypto YouTube, so I can get more trees, so I can, etc., etc. Oh, and so forth. I know, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember a time when, I mean, we would spend quite a bit on green stuff. And when you worked an hourly paycheck and it was $300 a week, and you know, you'd spend $100 a week on it.
Yeah. I mean, I do feel you, pothead.
Mm-hmm.
You can see half of Beaky. Yep, it's the front half.
Come here,
so
Beaky.
That's good.
Come on, buddy.
No, man, he's just gonna make a bunch of noise.
I'm gonna hop all over here.
Yep.
Well, what do you think, Samantha? I mean, do you think that this is as low as it's going to go? Do you think that this is a situation of suppression from these three different entities at hand? Do you think that it's a year later, like it's time for the price of Bitcoin to go down? As usual, we are overzealous when we were saying 100,000, 250,000, that the drive's not there. There's not enough people. There's not enough money, right? Who has money?
I mean, I think we'll be okay. I think everybody in our chat, I think everybody that we know, I think our community and our circle, I think we in general will be just fine. I mean, yes. Well, I mean, BTC Moon guy says taxes are due Monday. Yeah, we know. Nah. I don't like taxes.
I already took care of taxes.
I know, man. The man gets real nosy. Okay, just gotta love it. Okay.
Bitcoin seems to always be underestimated, right? And even though we did experience 3 years of a bear market last time,
I know that was fun. Yeah.
In hindsight, I can see why, right? But things are different now. It's just that really, if you want to keep the level head, are things different enough to bring us to 100,000 or 250,000?
BTC Moon guy is elaborating, saying that he thinks some people are selling to. Never really thought of that one, but okay, I get what you're saying. You've got to pay the man. You have crypto. Sell your crypto to pay the man. It's back ass word. What I get to, I guess.
Well, I mean, if you were a trader and you were having to take, capital gains tax off of your profit, usually, I mean, it would be in crypto. You would constantly be in crypto and stable coins and everything. You would have to be going straight into fiat to your bank in order to pay out to the government, a decent chunk.
Yeah, it would probably, yeah.
So, I mean, I can see where you're saying that causes price suppression. We have talked about that in years before with taxes. I mean, when we see the price going up, when we know that corporations and entities are, putting it on their book sheets, when we know that PayPal and everyone else, it's too many millions, right? In the last 365 days coming in and saying that they're going to continue to keep buying while they make bridges, right? Because all of these are bridges allowing average everyday people into the cryptocurrency space. So they're saying, hey, we're going to buy millions and build bridges. I don't see taxes. I don't see anything really suppressing the price of Bitcoin long term. I mean, I never really understood how they can do it short term, except for dumping and selling, like back and forth wash trading on these exchanges. I don't know who these people are that sell from FUD. Like, I've never sold from news. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've never read, China is, having a drought and their miners and this,
China. Truth Monster is here now too. Hey, Truth Monster. I mean, yeah.
There's a narrative that seems to go along with the cryptocurrency space that is just, I don't know who's telling the story because I don't believe that anybody's actually doing
it. It's like the horrible phone game, like that is, I don't know, very
right. Like
serving.
I turned $100 into $1,000 cryptocurrency market, but I tell you and you tell someone else, and next thing you know, I'm a multi-millionaire and have generational wealth.
Everybody has to sell. Like, it is plummeting as we speak about you. Yes. I got you. All right. Truth Monster says, I thought Forex trading was not taxed. Challenge the IRS. Tell them, ooh, oh, well, Bitcoin is money. Tell them to pound sand. I know. I think he's super nosy. Okay, like the man doesn't have to be that nosy. And now that he's retweeted it, so it's all like, oh, so you can't even. You really got to say yes or no, don't you? That's cool.
I don't know. I wonder if we're gonna end up having some backlash out of the whole pipeline, and because
they did pay them.
Right. At first, we kept hearing about the hackers, right? And it was like, okay, I get it. Ransomware then. It was like, all right, yep, ransomware has been up. I get that.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden it comes out about how they paid him $5 million and the pipeline's back on. But they keep specifying $5 million in Bitcoin, $5 million in Bitcoin. So I'm sure Chainalysis is on it because they're going to get a nice kickback when they can tell the government who
had it,
who has it, who had it, and what they're going to do with it. But it's been happening for a long time that coins are hacked and stolen and all these other things, and somehow people are getting paid in fiat cash, and yet I don't hear about a lot of people getting locked up and arrested. I keep hearing about stupid people who like send things directly to Coinbase in their name getting arrested. But I mean, these people that are smart enough to be like ransomware attacking and getting paid, they're also now capable and aware of ways to be able to get these to the OTC desk, exchanges, or wherever and get monies without getting caught. And it's really this is what people point to when they want to talk about how the cryptocurrency space is going to get squished by government regulation, all of these other things. They're saying that there's a way through. Well, there's always been a way through with cash, right? There's also counterfeiting cash, besides just holding large bags and trading in cash.
The pothead says FUD is the bear's mating call, brings them out of their caves.
It's like the pheromones.
Yeah.
The FUD pheromone wafting.
The fear and uncertainty. And then doubt. Gotta love it.
I seen that Square wasn't buying any more Bitcoin. I didn't catch all of it. I seen that something about a $20 million loss. I'll have to get back. I know that was one of the ones that was suppressing the price. We got home late. I didn't
very late if you can't tell.
Yeah, so I didn't really get to do too much. I listened to some stuff along the way and then read a couple articles this morning or this evening. Well, Samantha ran and grabbed some Dominoes because no one felt like cooking. But
yep.
I do want to know what you guys are thinking. I'm not worried about the price. I don't think it's going down. And I mean, it is this ideal of not changing the conceptual horse that I backed, right? Bitcoin is where I want my money. It is to dollar cost average. The more time I spend here, the more it is about the dollar cost averaging. Even trying to buy the dips, it does run into when is a real, like, it dipped 5%. Okay, well, how do you know that in 3 weeks it's not going to dip 15%? And that 15% was, less, brought the price down to less than that 5% dip. It's the ideal of when you get out, right? How many halvenings away is it? Is it one halvening, two halvenings, three halvenings?
All right.
Mosquitoes
We're good.
getting you over there,
Yes.
Samantha.
The pothead's just talking about Domino's. Cinnamon twists. The icing is crack. I have not had any cinnamon twists. No, we had a.
Avoid the Noid.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe. I mean, I guess everything comes back around, right? Like that's the point of bell bottoms, and I mean, you know, all of it. Because yeah, that thing got killed, and now he's definitely back.
I used to like the Noid.
That was so. We were definitely more of a Pizza Hut family. Okay, I'm just saying.
Yeah, but that's when it was a nice restaurant. You used to go sit down inside.
No, man.
And they had waitresses.
I remember we had it delivered, and it was that they sold the little plastic hand puppets of the Land Before Time, the very first Land Before Time, not like Land Before Time 14 or whatever they have now, because you know. But yep, like brought me toys and a pizza to the door. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I remember when Long John Silver's was like a Red
God,
Lobster.
like a restaurant.
Yeah.
You're right. I forgot about that one.
All right, you guys, please comment in the chat. Let's go ahead and start wrapping this up. I want to know if you guys are scared at all about this price dip. I want to know if you're buying more. I don't actually have any extra cash to be purchasing right now, but I guess if the price starts going lower, I'm going to find some. Still continuing to try to dollar cost average, but like I keep telling you, I'm looking to travel around the world with this money. It's not happening at 47,200. It's not even happening at 60,000. It's probably not even happening at 250,000. So we have a long ways to go. You can keep tuning in. You can keep checking out the show because I'm going to be here. Samantha's going to be here, and we are going to keep grinding at this, right? Keeping up with the news, figuring out what's going on, figuring out how to stack these stats.
Keep on, keeping on.
All right. Anybody comment in the chat over there?
Okay. Okay, BTC Moon Guy says 2 happenings for him, at least. All right.
I'm right there with you. I mean, I wish I would have done better on my first one. It seems like I did. I did. I know.
But yes.
We did because it's making life better now than what it would have been if I had left myself where I was. But it's not good enough to get to where I think I want to go. And I'm not prepared well enough this time. But next time. Well,
yeah.
Not this time coming up. Yeah, the next time. It should be crazy. I'm going to have to go hide out. Like, all right, like it'll be so crazy. Like I won't be able to come out here and do Bitcoin and coffee. I'm going to have to go off the grid because, yeah, it'll be bad. I'll have too much money. Too many people want to kill me. I'll be afraid of the wrench attack.
Hi, Josh.
Josh, buddy, I'm glad that you could make it.
We are almost done.
We are just about done. We're going to have to get together and do a show with just me and you and
me,
Samantha, talking about everything that's been going on. I know you got that strong hand, man.
All right. He says that he's personally taken a little bit of profits.
Nice. Well, I mean, it was kind of a, if you didn't at the beginning of it, why, I'm not going to now. Yeah, no, I mean, I think we should have. like when it started dipping, when it started dipping, if I didn't do it then, I'm not going to do it now. I think the price will go back up. I do think we'll see all-time highs.
Yeah, but Josh,
sooner rather than later, right? Sooner rather than later. Well, it sucks to not take profits when you really need it, and nobody can say who needs what when, hey, if your pockets are feeling thin, there's nothing wrong with that. State of mind is important, and security comes with, money. I know. I still haven't sold my Doge. It's like now I don't know what I'm holding out for. Apparently $10 Doge or something. I mean, I don't know. But it was like, no, I think that came in past. So, I mean, and that it didn't. And there's another pump. So I don't know. So we'll see. But it's whatever. All right. So we're good. All right, you guys. I appreciate you guys coming here and hanging out with us this evening. I will see you in a couple of days. And I'm sure it'll be totally different by then, too. You guys take care of each other. Have a great evening. And remember, keep that BTC safe. Later, guys. Bye, guys.